Hey there, Ken Garff Esports Advisors. I know that we shared with you some tutorial videos, some resources at the kickoff meetings, but I wanted to make this video to show you specifically on our platform with LeagueSpot what it looks like to get signed up. So the first thing, the link that you're going to want is sign up your school for LeagueSpot. So I'm showing you here on our Discord server, I have this channel that's dedicated to links and information. This is where you can see, important links that you may need throughout the year. Our website, here's the public Google Drive, which I can even show you real quick, is where we have the kickoff meeting information. We have photos from last year if you want to go through and see if there's any photos that you want. Marketing materials like logos if you ever need to use a logo. The playbook and the rule sets are all available for you at that public Google Drive link. And then posters and flyers we'll have available there digitally as well as any videos that we create. So that's a great resource. And then we've added some of the links to those resources here as well, just because we knew they would be frequently accessed. But this KGE LeagueSpot link, this bit.ly right here, is what you're going to want to click on. Your first step before you sign up for LeagueSpot, that's what you click on. And it's going to bring you to this page right here, where you're going to type in an organization name, which this is going to be your school. So for me, it would be Pleasant Grove High School. And it's probably going to yell at me and tell me I've already got a school named that. So I'll just say PGHS2. And then I'll just say, my username might be, I'm just coming up with a test one because I already have a username on here. So as the advisor at this point, your organization name, that is your school, okay? Don't even put the 2 there. I was just putting that because of my example that I'm doing. We just want Pleasant Grove High School or Cedar Valley High School or Water Canyon Middle School. Whatever, think of the full name, including the high, the middle, the junior. This is the official formal name of your school, okay? Your username is going to be what you log in with. As the person in charge of the organization, this is your username for the website, all right? And then your email, first name, last name, birth date, just to make sure you're at least 13 years old. Come up with a password, and then your gamer tag, which may or may not be the same as your username, but your gamer tag is just so that we can keep track of who's who, all that fun stuff. And then the terms of service, like Maddie said, we have a DPA that you can adopt in your district if you need it for as you have students sign up for this website. So you'll fill out all that information. You'll hit create organization, okay? And it's going to bring you to a web page that looks like this. Okay, it might bring you to your dashboard actually, where there's not a lot going on here. If it does bring you to this dashboard, you're just going to want to click on these 3 lines in the corner and click on My Organization. You probably won't see league settings here because you're not running the league, but you will see My Organization, League Home, and then all those other links that we have there. From here, you can update your image if you want to make sure that your club's logo is displayed. That's the only image. We have it set so people can't do profile pictures. Just that was one layer we weren't ready to tackle with students uploading profile pictures. But you can do one for your club. And if you ever need to change the name of your club, you have the option to edit it here. So if you messed up while signing up, you can totally fix it. It does give you some options here about restricting to certain email domains. So if I only wanted students from Alpine School District to be able to join mine, I could do that. I turned that off because it just sounded like another barrier of, people being able to sign up. So phone number, if you want to put your phone number here, you totally can. This would be a way to make it easy for coaches to contact your organization if there's ever a scheduling conflict or any issues. I'll put mine here and we'll see if it shows up publicly. I don't think it does, but let's test it out and see what happens. And then I don't turn on allow anyone to join this organization because this is invite only for the kids that I specifically want to join. I'm not opening this up publicly, none of that jazz, okay? So you can see now I don't have any teams. This is me right here. I'm quote unquote the manager. I can come in here and you can see I can block certain people from using chat. I can put the manager to a normal member. So you can even promote people. You can see here I do have one student who's already signed up for me. I can promote the student to manager, and that's going to be if I had other advisors helping that I wanted them to have access to everything that I have access to as a manager for Pleasant Grove High School. Alternatively, you just click this invite manager button and you can send them an email. Sorry, I have all of my cookies are showing you all of my responses. Or invite players here. You can either send players an email or give them this link right here. This link that is generated, you can just copy that and share that with your players. So if you're using something like Canvas to communicate with your esports club, or you just want to send them an email that's not generated from LeagueSpot, you can copy this link and just send that to them. And that is similar to the one that you clicked on where you created an organization within our Ken Garff Esports League. They'll be creating a user within your organization of your school. So that's how Trenton here, that's how he got invited, is I shared this link and Trenton was just on top of the ball before anybody else. That's why I've only got the one student. But again, you have the options here. You can remove, mark as ineligible, block from chat, or promote to manager. There's lots of options there for you. And then you can see I don't have any teams yet. That is going to be my next step, is to create some teams. So I'm actually going to turn on Do Not Disturb in case I get any messages. There we go. I've got my team. I've got my logo. I've sent out my invite to all my players. Now I need to create some teams. So you've got your school organization, right? This is what you're managing, but you might have 2 or 3 teams in each title who are competing, and that's what we're about to create. So I'm going to just hit this Add Team button right here. And you can see that we've got the 3 games listed that we support at Ken Garff Esports. So Mario Kart, I'm going to say this is Pleasant Grove High School. You can tell I've done this before. I'm going to say Pleasant Grove High School -PGHS Team 1, and then I'm going to put -MK. And this is because I can't have 3 different Pleasant Grove High PGHS Team 1 teams. I need that designator of the title, okay? And I'll show you in a minute. You'll still be able to sort by game to see your teams, but this is going to really help on the tournament admin side when they're looking at teams, wanting to make sure they know who's who and who belongs where. So I put MK at the end for Mario Kart, and then I made sure I've selected Mario Kart as the game. I'm going to hit Create Team. Now on your organization page, you're going to see, here's that team, right? And you can just keep adding teams. So if we wanted to come in here and do Team 2, I'm just going to edit this. PGHS Team 2 MK. And you can see here, this follows the naming conventions we talked about that were needed in the rule set. So I have Pleasant Grove High. I've included what type of school I am, and then the acronym, and then what team it is, as well as the title that it is. And I know it feels very convoluted, but we learned a lot last year with how many CVHSs there are, or just schools that go by CV, or MV. You know, there's a lot of those acronyms that are similar across the state, and we just needed a little extra help with those designations. So I've created those 2 teams for Mario Kart. I'm not sure how many I'm going to have on Mario Kart yet, so I'm not going to do more than 2 teams here. But now I'm going to go in and add my, let's do my Rocket League team. I was playing around with the different ways to do naming conventions, so that's why I have to edit these a little bit. So PGHS Team 1 Rocket League, I'm going to select Rocket League from the drop down and create a team. Now I can come here and see that now that I've added a Rocket League team, it's an option in my drop down over here. So if I go to my Rocket League, you'll see that now that I have one team here, and I can go back to Mario Kart and see that I have two teams here. So I'm going to go ahead and add another team for Rocket League and change it to be Rocket League Team 2. And I'm going to create the team. And now I've got two teams in both Mario Kart and Rocket League. Now I'm going to go ahead and add my Smash team. And actually, let's go check out the rule set and double check that I am naming this correctly. Nope, that's the wrong button. There we go. I don't know if we have been able to update it since we talked about this yesterday, so we will find out. Okay, yeah, the PDF is not updated yet, so I'm just going to put SSBU at the end. It might just be SB, or we'll figure that out, but you can edit these later if it needs to be adjusted. So I'm going to pick the team name. I'm going to select the game and hit Create Team. Now in my drop-down, I have 3, and I'm going to select Smash so I can see what's going on with my Smash stuff. So now I'm going to create my Team 2. I'm going to select Smash from the drop-down, Create Team. Now I have 2 teams in all 3 titles, and as soon as students start joining, so you can see I've got Trenton down here. Trenton is a Rocket League player, so I could go ahead and add Trenton as a player to the Rocket League team. Now, automatically, the first person that is put on the roster is going to be designated as the captain. You can just demote them to a regular player. That's fine, and you will also have the option to promote to captain in other situations. Now, the nice thing is you can see their gamer tag here and their name. Publicly, it's only going to show their first name and their last initial. So it's not going to show their full name if people are looking at your team's page, for example. But this is nice, having the captain designated and having the gamer tags there, because then the teams can talk to each other, make sure that who's on the roster is who's playing, and all of that fun stuff. And I can even click on my team right here, and it takes me, this is the team page that you can see. So if I want to come to this team page, let me show you what it looks like publicly. I'm just going to grab a different Google profile, so I'm not signed into LeagueSpot. And sorry, it's being a little slow this morning. The internet is taking its time. This will be good too, because we'll be able to see if my phone number is public or not. Okay, so you can see here the difference between here on this side, the blue browser, I can see Trenton's full name. Over here in the red browser where I'm not signed in, this is the public page where people can, maybe scout your teams a little bit, or you can scout their teams a little bit and see how you've been doing, historically, see what you're competing in, all of that fun stuff. So if you wanted to share this with parents, or you wanted to share this with your school so they can, see how your team's been doing, this is a great thing to share with them. But you can see here also that Trenton is just Trenton P. I can click on Trenton's profile. It'll tell me the teams that Trenton's playing on and event history. So that's kind of cool. Now, if I go and click on my school's profile, it is going to show, okay, so my phone number does show publicly. So that is up to you if you want a phone number there so people can contact you easily. That is not something that's required. That's why we have the Discord. That's why we have the protected advisor page. But if you're comfortable with it, that may be a nice way to help communications throughout the season. You can see here it does show the roster. It does show the managers. Something that I have seen people do with their manager profiles is add their phone number to their name so that it shows up there. So if you have multiple managers and you want to show multiple phone numbers, that's one way to do it. But then I can come in here and I can look through the different teams, and this is the public view of what it looks like. Okay, so you can enable it. So I'm inside of the Rocket League profile right now, my team 1 for Rocket League. I can enable people to join the team themselves, but if I keep that off, I'm the one as the manager that gets to decide what is going on. So now what I can do, you can see there's this join season button. I can also go to the Ken Garff Esports League home, and we can see, like, let's go find Rocket League right here. Actually, it's going to look probably a little bit different for me because I am one of the organizers. Let's join from that page that I was just looking at. So from the team page, we've got our roster. We've figured out, we've got our players that we want. I'm going to hit join season. And it's going to let me choose, there's only one Rocket League season that's available to join, so I don't have any options to pick from down here. You can select the rank, which is actually really helpful, just information to have. So I don't want to do Trenton a disservice by choosing the wrong rank. Hopefully I can change that later. We'll find out. And then just make sure you're familiar with the rules, right? It just wants to make sure that you've read the rule set so that we're all familiar and we can have a smooth season. So if I had more players that were listed on my roster, I would go through and select the rank for all 3 of them here. So I'm going to go ahead and hit join season. And now you can see that our season has not started yet, or our preseason has not started yet. I can leave the season if I choose to not want to play in that anymore. You can see here preseason Rocket League 1 is what this team is competing in. And I can go ahead and click on that. Again, mine looks a little bit different because I am on the admin side of things. But now you're signed up. That's what you'd have to do to be signed up for preseason. And from this screen, you can see now that we've got one team signed up for Rocket League so far. That's the team I just signed up. We are going to have a different sign up for every week of preseason. So you would have to go in and join each one. That is how we've made it so you don't have to sign up for preseason right now, but maybe in 2 weeks when you have your team figured out, you can sign up for preseason. So just know that you do have to sign up every week. It is not a one and done deal for preseason. Once we get regular season going, you will see that populate down here, the regular season brackets. Then you can, sign up once. We'll have a deadline for signups, and we will hit the ground running with that. It's nice because similar to our website, you can see down here who all has signed up already. If you want to find somebody specific, I can type in, there's Pleasant Grove High School. But let's say I really want to know what Beaver High School is up to. So I'm going to look up Beaver, and I can go select their organization. I can see they've got their Mario Kart team all ready to go. Looks like they've got their Rocket League and their Smash as well. So this just allows me to see what's going on if I wanted to scout anybody, or, maybe I need to contact Preston here. I'm going to click on Preston's profile. And actually, let's see on the public side. I just want to make sure. I'm probably seeing more information. Yeah. As an admin, I'm seeing a lot more information there, but you can see Preston C, gamer tag, and then the organization that Preston belongs to. So on the public side, again, that's where I was saying if you edit your name to have your phone number as a part of your name, or if you want to just include it as part of your school's profile, that's an option you've got. So hopefully this was helpful. I know a 20-minute video is not the most fun thing to have to sit and watch, but I did want to walk through the steps not just from a generic LeagueSpot perspective, but from, on our website, on the Ken Garff Esports platform that we've set up here with LeagueSpot so that you could see the process. So please reach out if you have any questions. Again, the Discord is probably the fastest way to get feedback. This button up here where it says join us on Discord, you can click that. You can also click, in the menu, I've got our Discord as well as our social media and our website over here. Lots of ways to contact us. Please reach out if you have questions and we will make sure things are taken care of. Thank you.